There we go. We're so low. Can I tilt it? I can't tilt it this way. There you go. See if you can do it. Hey, it's CopBlock Radio here, Wednesday nights. We're here with Derek and Dio and
Ademo.
Guest host here, fresh out of the joint.
Woo! Welcome back, Ademo.
I don't know about
Attica, all or nothing.
Good to have you back.
Quick thanks to everybody who gave a call to the jail. It was quite entertaining for me and the other three guys that were in what's normally called the fish tank or the drunk tank. That's like the pre-holding cell of the jail. But we got to watch them pick up the phone like every couple of minutes. And then, you know, it was funny, too, because at first it was like Zanesville County Jail, what was he saying, Officer Brown or something? And then, yeah, it was Officer Brown. And then it was like Zanesville County Jail. And then it was like, hello? Hello? It was just shorter and shorter. It was so funny. But and then there was one guy who was in the jail with us that was like, he's a little messed up. And like he kept thinking all the calls were for his. He's like, oh, it's my girlfriend trying to put money on my books.
What do you mean? Was he messed up, like on drugs or drugs?
Yeah, I don't know what exactly. I don't know if he's just drunk or if he like was on something else, but he definitely wasn't all there at the moment.
Yeah, something's a little wrong with that guy.
I don't know about wrong. I mean, what was wrong is he was in a jail cell. But
Okay, so what about you? Are you okay? Did the government touch you?
the government, well, they did touch me, I guess. But, you know, you had to do like the jailhouse Macarena and stuff like that. But that was a pretty laid-back jail. Like, there was no classification, no, like, physical, no sticking you with needles, the normal stuff. So I was, like, a little worried about that. It was, like, it was lame. But I was supposed to be there for 5 days, but thanks to the calls, particularly, I feel the ones that went directly to the judge, because on Saturday morning, the guard came to our pod and was like, the judge wants to see you. And I was like, it's Saturday, you know, and put the shackles on. We walked down there, and he's talking to me about how he got some phone calls on his voicemail at home, and that prompted him to Google me. And so he Googled me and ended up watching Pete's and my wiretapping videos, all of them, I guess, including the trial, from Massachusetts, Greenfield, Massachusetts. And he said that I was really articulate and reasonable throughout those videos, and he was wondering why that wasn't me yesterday. And I had explained to him how that little midget of a bailiff kept getting up in my business and then started asking me to remove articles of clothing. So, like, what happened before, and what nobody saw from Bamboozer was I didn't know where I was going. And I was in the Zanesville Municipal Court, and the woman instructed me to go down the hall through the metal detector, and to the left is the court. And so when I got to the metal detector, I expected to see cops, but I didn't see anybody. And there was a woman there as well, and she walked through and I walked through. And then she went past the door, but I went to open the door. And then as I opened it, this little bailiff came out, just like Tito. And no joke, this guy reminded me just of him. I thought they were like twin brothers. I think at one point I asked him if he had a twin named Tito.
Are you from New Hampshire?
Yeah, I know. Like, we had a twin in New Hampshire. But he comes out the door as I was opening, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And I didn't even realize he was a cop yet, because he was in like a regular, like, you know, slacks and a shirt, and the badge on his right side, and he was still coming through the door. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Take your hat off, back up, give me your bag." And he started barking at his hand. Like, "Listen, man, what's going on? I'm just trying to get into court." And then I realized he was the bailiff, and then I started recording. And so, like, he kept his energy high, and so I met him with the same stuff, and so I was giving him shit. And I really wasn't interested in being arrested or going to jail. I even took a picture of him and posted it to my Facebook, and I was like, I would give this guy hell if I didn't want to not go to jail today.
He even said he's got to drive. He can't go. He posted it on Facebook and shit.
Right.
Next thing you know, he's, oh, shit, I'm locked up.
Right. And so then they said the judge wants to talk to me. And I'm like, okay, fine. I thought maybe they were going to save, because I was in the court to film another person, Herbert, in Zanesville, got arrested the night before for filming the police. And so I went there to film his hearing, his arraignment. And I couldn't get in because I was wearing a hat, and then they just were mad at me and they wouldn't let me in. But then they told me the judge would speak to me and we'd do it afterwards. I thought they meant Herb's case, and I'd film it. And so afterwards, when they're like, "Hey, come in here, the judge wants to see you now," and I walked in and nobody else was in the courtroom, I lost interest in this. And the cops or the judge is like, "What's going on? You take off your hat when you're here." I'm like, "I don't care about any of this." I'm like, "Is Herb here?" And they're like, "No, I just released on PR." I'm like, "Great, then I'm leaving." And I started to walk out.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with this circus. And on the way out, the judge said to me, he was saying a number of things, but then he said,
Ademo, we lost you. Are you still there? What
pinged my ear.
repeat that one more time. What did the judge say as you were leaving the courtroom?
The judge said to me that if I come into his courtroom again wearing a hat, he would hold me in contempt for 10 days.
Okay.
And I said, "Great, I'll sue you like I did the last motherfucker who put me in a cage." And I walked out. And as I got to the door outside, cops came running out saying, "The judge wants to see you again." And I was pretty sure that he was going to hold me in contempt at that point. So I started to bamboozer. And on the way back in, he said, "Did you just call me a motherfucker?" I said, "No, I called the last guy who locked me into a cage a motherfucker." And then he said he held me in contempt for 10 days. And I said I apologized to him, saying that I was worked up because of this guy, because I was really not wanting to go to jail. So he reduced it to 5 days. But as I mentioned before, he came in just after one day. He came into court on Saturday and had the guards come get me and let me go after. It was just about 24 hours, almost exactly, I was in jail.
I was upset because I went down there to go, and I made a sign and everything like that, and I had a chant ready to say and everything, and protesting at noon that day, and hey, wait, I'm out. Shit.
That's pretty cool to me in a lot of ways, Ademo. And one of the things that struck me about it first is that this is a new type of capital. Like, rich people used to be able to buy themselves out of situations like this, but you didn't use money, you used your reputation capital. Like, the judge looked you up and saw your history of how you've handled yourself in encounters with authority figures and decided, not really worth my time.
Well,
it might have been that, or it might have been the calls on his answer machine that said, "Let that motherfucker go."
Yeah, what do you think it was?
I think it was a mixture of everything. I think, first of all, I had to bamboozer it. Thank you for bamboozer again. This is a lesson that sadly I've learned the hard way. But no bamboozer video, probably not as many calls. Not as many calls, no judge watching a video, no judge watches a video. I sit in jail until Tuesday, morning. I would have got out yesterday. And so which one weighs more? I don't know. One needs the other. And so I think it shows the network and its ability to, help folks in a position. And I always, I just mentioned in a blog just recently that it's the hardest feeling for me to tell somebody I can't help them because they don't have any video evidence. But, if you get, 60, 70, maybe even 80% of the way, folks out here can get you the rest of the way. Right now there's a call flood going out there. Folks can go to CopBlock.org and check out the activist in Texas that was recently arrested. Hopefully we can put enough public pressure on them to let them realize that they should release her as well. Kelly and I have been talking with some guys out in Idaho, CopBlock, Pete Rimkus, who is being denied motions to film in court. Another cop blocker in Idaho's trial for a Facebook post, and though that public pressure has made her deny it and more adamant against it, I think maybe in the long run she may still see the errors of her ways, or it'll be a great example for other folks who are attempting some of the same feats. So again, this just highlights the network and its ability to help one another, no matter where we are.
Yeah, I want to know. Tell me more about the network that helped out with your release. Were you in contact with any of the people making these phone calls?
I mean, I wasn't able to get a phone call for several hours. That was one of the weirdest things about this jail. Is I had to get a phone card, and they actually brought me one, and that was a little weird. But I definitely got some special treatment for that.
All right. I want to know more about your jail experience when we return. This is CopBlock Radio. We can also take your calls. 413-418-COPS. That's 413-418-COPS or Skype, CopBlock Radio.
CopBlock Radio, CopBlock Radio.
Yeah.
All right, now if you give that Pete, that big Pete Indy, that Gmail, the Google Hangout, he should be able to connect with us right now. And that's Bulletproof and the Fool.
Okay. I invited him to the hangout already.
Okay.
And email him the link
I will.
that I sent you. Would you like me to email him?
We can do it.
Okie dokie.
You're gonna email it, right?
Let's put his song on.
Yeah, there you go.
My jaws were rolling with a black fuck the neighbors. They don't even like me because my sister knows. The thing changed color and my dudes go. They all found out I signed a 12-month lease. They think I'm selling dope, so they call the police. I don't give a fuck about those
Use the link and then you send it.
Make sure, man.
I ain't trying to raise the truth, scream like the police. Now raise the roof. They can't search my house. They can't search my life.
You know how when these guys and us all linked up?
They say I'm looking suspect, and I don't show no respect. Cause every time they die, I'm a wild your ass down the block.
What?
Do you know how we all linked up with these dudes?
Do you know how we all what?
Do you know how we linked up with these guys?
No.
They got their microphones taken away on stage by a cop while singing this song.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's these guys.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I have this up for if you want to reference it when we get to it.
What are their names again?
Propaganda article. You
Why is it
that's
so funny?
You see how that's happening? That's what I was talking about. When I
There's
said it
something
was
wrong
all
with your
text.
display.
Is it? Because it's happening on that computer as well.
What are their
Oh, it's happening on my computer.
When I'm logged in, it's not a problem because you're logged in all the time.
Gio?
Yeah.
What are their names again?
Pete and Keith and who's the other guy?
Chris is the other one.
Chris is the other one.
Pete and
I don't think Chris will be there, though.
No, I think we're just getting Pete and Keith.
Pete's the manager. Keith is the fool. Bulletproof is not here.
But can I say Pete and Keith is Bulletproof and the Fool?
Keith and Bulletproof are the same person.
So should I say this is... How should I introduce them?
Keith of Bulletproof and the Fool. Right?
Yeah.
Or just say Bulletproof and the Fool and let them correct you.
Why don't you introduce them, Theo?
Bad deal.
Okay.
Also, small request, if possible. Could you get closer to your microphone?
Not until he gets off and I can put my headphones and shit in.
Okay.
When he gets off, I can put my headphones in and then it'll be closer.
All right.
Pop the headphones in and hang them right over here.
You think?
Yeah.
But then I won't be able to hear him.
Oh, you're right.
No big deal.
Yeah, I won't be able to hear you if I do that.
That's cool. We're coming back in 20 seconds.
Is he in?
No.
He said he's trying to get in.
We can...
He's froze. Ah,
Probably got a lot of internet going on.
Love Twitter. Make sure you favorite the LRN.FM Twitter account so you can receive our tweet at
I
twitter.lrn.fm.
need that to have this cord.
LRN.FM.
What's up there, fellas?
Let's go. What up, what up, what up?
What's going on, guys? Here we got Bulletproof and the Fool over here, joining us live from Indianapolis.
Actually, just Bulletproof. The Fool couldn't make it. Yeah.
Okay, Fool didn't make it. We got the Bulletproof though.
Weak. Tell him it's weak.
Tell him.
Get on Facebook and blast him.
And trust me, I told him. He
Oh,
knows.
So you guys up to?
Not much, man. Actually, just sitting over here smoking some herbage. You know,
Nice.
doing
Pass
what we
it
do.
over, man.
Yeah. Once again, I'm Big Pete. I manage Bulletproof the Fool. This is Bulletproof.
How's it going?
Yeah, I
Half
was
of the
just
group.
telling Derek how we started interacting with folks, but why don't you tell everybody while we're listening how you and I first met?
Oh man, yeah, we were actually on stage at a Riff Raff show, and we have this song called "Call the Cops," and
We were listening to it during the break.
yeah, it's actually playing, and Bulletproof and the Fool were on stage, and I guess the officer felt offended and decided to come on stage, and they stole our mics, like literally
Yeah, it
took them from their hands and stole the mics. So
Cops take the mics right off stage while they're
Like-
singing.
it was not staged, man. Let me just say it was not staged. So many people think it was staged. It wasn't.
I believe it. I'm surprised it doesn't happen.
Nah, real shit though. If y'all want to see some stage shit, you go to the YouTube and check that out. You can see the stage shit. You know, we threw the dummy off the stage for the CopBlock anthem because we premiered the other night at the Rich show. And,
Yeah, sold out crowd.
Yeah, so the same venue, mind you. By the way, we have officially CopBlocked the Emerson. The cops are not allowed to patrol that motherfucker no more.
Nope. The venue has been caught.
All right.
Nice job, fellas.
Well done. But wait, did you say you threw a dummy with a CopBlock shirt on it off the stage?
Full uniform.
It's actually a full uniform dummy, and it's got a police shirt on and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we threw it out in the crowd, and
I
it
gotta
just,
get
it
some
just
video of that.
demolished, man, destroyed. It's pretty funny.
You'll have to send me some of that video. I'll use that in some of my videos.
All right, we definitely can because the crowd was loving it.
You want to give them a taste of the new shit?
I had a question about your interaction on stage. Did you get to talk to any of these cops who were taking your microphone? Did they say anything to you?
Nope. The cop actually cut out the back after he realized that we had the backup mic. He didn't want to go to the crowd. At night, earlier that day, the promoter of the show hit us up and they needed some wireless mics, actually. So we knew a guy that they could rent them from. And if you find the crowd videos, you can actually find the guy who they rented the mics from. He turns off his camera to go chase after the cop who took his mics.
Like their intentions were literally to steal the mics.
Yeah, and
So
the cop took off out the back because he didn't want to go through the crowd. Because once he realized that the crowd was still loving it.
Hey, Fred, we're having a fundraiser tomorrow. Go get us a couple of mics. We need it for the PA.
Have you ever heard of this happening and ever?
Well, I
Me
think there's been
personally-
shows. Hasn't like.
I feel like it might have happened to somebody like Immortal Technique before. But
Yeah.
not like
What
us.
was that? What was that one? The one in the 80s or the 90s? Was it
NWA?
Two Live Crew? Right? Didn't Two Live
Yeah,
Crew
Two
have
Live
something
Crew
like that
actually got
happen?
banned.
Oh yeah.
They actually got banned from the U.S.
Yeah, but I didn't think like NWA was stopped from like playing in certain shows and shit when they were running around screaming "fuck the police."
Well, you know, and it's like a lot of people say, you know what?
I don't think that the police wanted to fuck with NWA at the time. You know? See, they knew their place a little bit better back in the day.
Definitely.
Maybe, I don't know.
Now it's, man, I don't know what happened to these goddamn police, man.
In the end, they kind of lost their minds over there with the police.
Yeah, man.
Everywhere. What do you mean?
Well, that's true too, but
Look at Ohio.
Indiana is kind of one of the worst ones, I think, with the not being allowed to film the cops and shit like that. Those laws they were trying to pass and stuff.
We had a good time.
But yeah, we
I don't know what part of Indiana you're in. If you're in like the metropolitan area, they're a little bit more smooth about it. But if you like in like Noblesville, like the northern parts, go a little bit further south, they might get after you. You know,
Yeah,
But,
they ain't used to that.
But yeah, anyways, you know, that all came about. We sent I submitted it through a CopBlock. You know, I figured you guys would have interest in it. And, I think it was about a week, and you guys posted it up, and man, everything just started going viral from there. It's, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's great. And you know, it came out of it as, you know, we've got the anthem coming out, which is you know, the CopBlock. It's like the theme song, you know what I mean? It's
I love that track, man. I've been using it in most of my videos, intros and outros lately.
You want to give him a little taste?
yeah. Play the whole thing for him, man. Yeah,
Go
play the
ahead,
whole thing.
Derek, play it.
You can film the police. Film the police. Pull out your camera and shoot them up. December 51, LAPD went ballistic. 50 cal, 7 men, a bloody Christmas. 98 off Archie shot a cop. Security witnessed the scene. 8 off shot. They going to the police station where he was brutally beat and his life was taken. 2005, Henry Glover was shot to death. Mistaken identity, burnt his body to cover mess. And Upper Mosley called a violation. That ain't shit. He ain't tripping. Fuck probation. But Officer Kershaw put his dukes up to show his skills. Mosley's a quadriplegic. 44 mil in 92. Malice Green lived his last life. They beat his ass to death with a flashlight. They say we don't have a right to film the scene. That's bullshit, cause we've been doing it since Rodney. We ain't silent.
Okay.
Let's go.
You have the right to entertain. Anything you say can and will be.
Oh yeah, they showed the video.
Cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Cameras. Pull out the cameras and shoot them.
Hello, America. Tell me know that if you know your rights, labeled as a terrorist. Is that too blatant of a statement? Are you gonna call be submissive and complacent with the arm around your throat? Does the strength attend to know? Let's just keep it real. Every Nazi under oath can give a fuck about how you feel. They don't care that you work that 9 to 5 and struggle for your meals. You just a number and they book away from courts to pay the bills. That's 26 million people incarcerated in the prison system. Yet they can't convict the Zimmerman or Darren Wilson. Yeah. What's with all this skepticism, so we just pull out our cameras. Fuck them, shoot them bitches.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to entertain. Anything you say can be used against you. Pull out your cameras, motherfuckers. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Pull out the cameras and shoot the motherfuckers.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you. You have the right to remain silent. They ain't here to help, they only here to get you. COPBLOCK. Film the police, cameras all up in their face. They normal people do, or so they say. Take the power back, soon come the day.
Annihilation.
Let's hit that chord, taste of their own medicine, won't be ignored.
Entire nation.
It's bruised and sore for working for the man, then they lock us indoors. Now hit the chorus.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used. You have the right to entertain. It can and will be used against you. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers. Pull out your cameras and shoot the motherfuckers.
There it is, folks. Live,
Ooh,
first
awesome.
here on CopBlock Radio.
Thank you.
The only time that's ever been played in its entirety.
Thank
Anywhere.
you, fellas.
Yeah,
Except live.
yeah, live, but
What do you think, Derek? That's your first time hearing it.
Yo, I loved it. That was so sick. The way you incorporated the police side of the beat, like making it actually, like I usually don't like to hear police. That really-
COPBLOCK.
Cold Cuts was on the track.
Yeah, that's the producer chopping that shit up, man. He made that shit sound so crispy, y'all, man.
Tight. It's tight. Very tight.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it's we're shooting for like mid-May, the 1st of June, and it's gonna be available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. It's gonna be available everywhere.
And pretty much we gonna be making donations out of everything that we make towards CopBlock the entire time. So
we're going to be donating
everything that's made on the CopBlock single is split with CopBlock.
Yeah,
so
it helps everybody. It goes to the network. It goes to our network. It's, you know what I'm saying?
That's how the network works. That's beautiful.
It's networking, man. That's what it is.
That's how the network works. It's beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that into the CopBlock store too.
Sure. You guys gonna be doing any tours or anything?
I forgot about the
Playing
T-shirt.
any shows anytime soon?
What was that?
You playing any shows anytime soon?
Yeah. We got May 8th at the Emerson. We kind of frequent that place because of that incident. Then we got May 15th with Tech 9 at the Marat Egyptian Room, which is inside the old National Center. And then
I might come to town for that.
Yeah,
hey,
you
man,
are.
And
you are.
We got your ticket, bro. We got you in there already. Man.
I know, I'm coming.
And then
leave me
May
behind again.
28th, actually, in Kokomo with E40.
Yep.
June 7th with Twisted. And the Boozy Show, we got a little Boozy Show, actually. And that is June 20th. And then that's in Kokomo as well. And then we might be Ohio bound at the end of July.
Yes.
Something might be going down, but that's just purely speculation at this point.
The Gathering of the Juggalos. If you guys ain't heard of the Gathering of the Juggalos,
Google it. My wife's hip.
Hey, we're coming back.
Listen to LRN.FM on any phone.
We're on commercial.
Out to a quick commercial.
1-3-4-9-3.
We got nothing now.
I thought about it. It's still live. It'll still go live on the whole show.
Live? Okay.
Yeah, it'll still go live on the whole show, but...
Hold on, here's Derek. Derek, you guys suck.
No, I asked Dio to bring us back. It's cool. We can bring it back any way we want, but this goes...
And we're back!
Yeah, right.
Anyone listening to the audio-only version at LRN.FM, just
welcome back!
Yeah, we've got a little behind-the-scenes action going on. You can watch the show live at copblock.org/show. There's also a chat room built into the webpage, so you can ask questions of our guests and interact with other listeners. So go ahead, join us at copblock.org/show.
Yeah, and call us at 413-418-COPS. Let's hear it. Get on the phone.
There was a question in the chat room for you recently, Ademo. I'm trying to find it. Can you ask Ademo how his decision to do activism affects his life? Like, if he likes to smoke weed and he can risk doing things that cause the cops must just be wanting to catch him with something that they can nail him with.
Well, everything's illegal, so, I mean, if it wasn't weed, it'd be Skittles or burnt-out headlights or Papers, Please. I mean, everything's illegal, so I just try not to live my life in fear. And, hey, whatever, man, I would love to have it's a my body, my choice charge, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm all...
That's what they're trying to legalize it now, because they don't want to catch him with it. That's the whole thing.
Whatever. It's like, oh, let's lock a guy up for a plant.
Yeah,
whatever.
Really. We can have this argument for the next 20 years again.
I mean, I know they will. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. And, like, if they want to give me that megaphone to say that, then so be it. But, yeah, I've wondered that myself. I mean, they've put me in jail for using children's chalk on a building, for making phone calls to public officials who beat up, young adults. And yet they've only locked me up once for weed, and that's before I even started CopBlock.org.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. The drug laws are ridiculous altogether, but especially to me, the marijuana. It's been a lifelong crusade of mine, basically.
I think actually on my way back to Cleveland yesterday that I was going to be pulled over. I forgot to tell you about this. By a cop but I think he saw my CopBlock.org bumper sticker and my Fuck the Police bumper sticker that are right next to my license plate on each side. And but he did pull over the guy in the other lane. So either he saw that and decided to pull him over, or he was just pulling him over anyways. But it was weird. I didn't even realize that there was a cop back there. And I was on the phone with this person, and I was like, whoa! And then all of a sudden, like, there was a cop car flying past me, pulling somebody over, and I was like, wow. So, anywho.
What was you trying to show us there, Pete?
Oh, let's show them this. If you go to bptf.net, we got our pre-order up for our Ammunition Deluxe album.
That's right.
21 tracks of the new shit. Well, new remastered shit.
That's
No, it's the old shit, but it's the new shit.
Yeah,
Because it's old to us, but new to y'all. It's that shit that was slept on all the years. You know what I mean?
When you get a little bigger, you got to bring the stuff out there that nobody's heard. So.
Yeah.
But,
right, so where can they go? bptf.net?
Yeah, bptf.net. Or you can just go to Google and type in hashtag BPTF, and there's pages upon pages upon pages of.
We've also got a link in this video description to your Facebook page, which is Facebook Bulletproof and the Fool. And
Yep.
That's and like AN.
I have one.
Yeah, it's Bulletproof and the symbol, the Fool.
You know, like the symbol that looks like a guy dragging his ass on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
But yeah, we're actually well, I haven't told them yet, but we're gonna try to get out to Ohio to do some CopBlocking with you guys. You know, since you came up here, we gotta come out.
We're going to Austintown this weekend, right, Dio?
We're going to Austintown this weekend on the 18th. On Saturday, we're going out there to get. There was a guy out there that got arrested for failing to identify himself when he was filming traffic lights.
Wow.
Filming traffic lights, he got the cops called on him.
Just trying to
Wow.
like, you know how long they stayed yellow and shit like that.
I guess in the cop's eyes, that's suspect.
Yeah, I guess. But then, well, it was a
Wow.
rent-a-cop that called, and then like the cops were just being like, two cops were like, cool, like whatever, we'll just do whatever and be on our way. And then the other cop was being a dick, like you have to ID. And Jason said he was about to do it, but then the cop was like being a dick, so he was like, nope. Like, then you're going to jail. He's like, all right. And so they actually just offered him he had a court on Monday, and they offered him a plea deal of like a year suspended. And it was crazy. And he's like, it was like maybe a month or something in or something like that. It was jail time. He was pissed that they offered him jail time.
Unbelievable.
So he's like,
I didn't know that, by the way. I just
Wow.
heard that just now. And that's fucked
that
up.
shows on the phone.
Yeah,
in the car.
That's fucked up.
Man, hey, has anybody seen the video in Arizona of the cop just like GTAing the guy on the side of the street?
Yes.
On the
I saw
horse?
that earlier
Oh
today.
my!
Have you seen that, Derek?
What happened?
They
Yeah,
they
Pull
ran
it up.
over. The one guy just.
I think Derek was talking.
Were you talking, Derek?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Drunk. Yeah.
What? It was wrong?
What happened?
We can't hear you, I don't think.
Oh no, we're here.
No, we can't hear Derek.
I don't think
you
we
guys
can hear you, Derek.
It's cool. I'm gonna pull up the video.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right on. Yeah, this man. Wow.
Stalkers,
If you haven't seen this, like, I thought it was a video game at first.
Yeah, it
Man.
did kind of look a little surrealistic, didn't it?
And then it showed the second camera where it's actually a suicidal subject, and this guy just basically like runs him down and damn near kills him.
He
Where are they
in
shooting
the
that?
air like 3 times.
You talking about the guy that
Where do they-
ran over the dude in the
Yeah.
car? Yeah.
Yeah. And then crashed into the fucking wall.
That guy was shooting a gun around, but like he still doesn't deserve to be ran over. Because that's what everyone's saying, right? He's like, that guy shot his gun off.
He did blow it off
I
once
know.
in the air, but I mean, I thought when I saw it at first, I thought he had him pinned between the wall and the car. You know, I thought he had cut him in half.
I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't know what that cop was thinking. Like,
They actually said
confusing.
we probably saved his life. They said.
What? Didn't they kill him?
Man.
No, they didn't kill him. I think he survived, but that's what they said, that they think they saved his life. That was the police statement.
Hey,
Your chances are more slim getting or living or when you're getting gunned down. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you might survive a car wreck, right?
yeah, so this is where it happens. He's not even in the street at this point.
Boom! Look at that. Just run. Look at that. Oh my God.
It looks
my
worse
God.
than not seeing it again, right?
Yeah.
The other cop is even like, Jesus Christ, man,
Yeah.
down. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
We can come back to that, but we do have a caller on the Skype line. Go ahead
Who we
with
got?
your thoughts.
What's going on, guys?
Who we
Hey,
got?
what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jason.
Hey,
Oh.
Ohio.
Hey, Jason from Ohio. What's
Jason arrest me, Morrison.
We were just
Yeah,
talking
what's
about
going on?
Here, take those. Were your ears ringing?
He was listening, probably.
I don't know.
No, I was listening. I heard Ademo talk about the year. No, they offered me 90 days with 45 suspended. They wanted me to do 45 days in jail. I just laughed. I said, hell no.
Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I'm glad you called.
Yeah.
what's the good time there? Would it have ended up being 30 days?
There is no good time. That's all straight time here.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, that's what they told me too.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so they offered that, but we filed a motion to suppress evidence because my attorney pulled up case law after case law after case law, which there's no evidence. I mean, the video proves everything. The only thing that they even say that they have is the officer's word saying that I made the threat, which didn't even happen.
You couldn't have done a better job recording that, Jason, but we'll be right back.
Yeah, hold that thought.
All right.
This is CopBlock Radio. You can call in 413-418-COP or send a Skype contact request to CopBlock Radio. Hey, caller, would you
Hello?
do me a favor and turn off or mute the sound of the program that you're listening to?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There we go. How's that?
That's perfect. Yeah, because I'll back and
okay.
it will go. So okay, great. So we've got two callers on the line right now.
Wow.
Each other. Jason, can you hear this caller that I'm now talking to?
If you'd say something.
Yeah. Go ahead and count to 5 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was me.
All right. Hear any of that, Jason?
I don't
No.
hear the 5, but I don't hear
I don't hear it either, Dare.
Oh, okay. You don't hear it either.
No.
Okay. Well, then I gotta figure that out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear him now.
Everyone can hear you, Jason.
No, I hear him now.
What about me?
No. Only I'm hearing you right now, caller. And caller, can I get a name, even a fake name, for you, so that we can use that?
Otis?
Otis.
Otis.
Oh, I am on with you. It is me. Okay.
All right. Good. Great. So
Otis?
we
Really? Awesome.
can all hear each other. All right. Very good. And all right. Cool. I'm gonna try one other thing. I noticed that there were some dropouts happening during the show. You guys were saying I was cutting up, so I'll try and wire my connection here. I'm not over Wi-Fi. But I might lose this. Just hang tight, keep the show going or whatever. We've got 2 more minutes before we're back on LRN.
Okay. Yep.
LRN.FM.
What's going on, Ademo? What's going on, Dio?
Okay, guys.
Is that Otis?
Otis.
That's Otis. I'm Otis. I'm Otis over here.
What's up, Otis, over here?
Otis.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
You sound a little bit like you're underwater, though, but I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear Ademo?
Yeah, I hear all you guys.
Why do you keep asking this? Is this like the Verizon show or something? God.
I don't know what's going on.
You hear me now?
Fuck.
Yeah, Jesus. I thought I was bad. Here,
This is the problem.
we haven't done a little commercial for our gear yet.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got all kinds of stuff here.
Merch. Get your merch. CopBlock.
Film the police and who owns you? Long sleeve and t-shirts.
Sexy sleeves.
Yeah.
I got mine on.
I got mine on. I'm wearing my hoodie.
Gotta wrap it.
Gotta look
Nice.
good.
Cop blocking.
Well, I hope you're not in Oklahoma. They're illegal.
What? CopBlock shirts are legal?
These shirts are illegal? Sweet.
You've got contraband.
They were banned in high school.
Who signed that law?
Jason, do you have more you wanted to share about your arrest?
Yeah.
All right, we're
just gonna give you guys an update.
Hey, Jay.
we're gonna come back in 10 seconds. So here we go.
All right, no problem.
101reasonsfilm.com. You can interact with other LR on our message board at forum.lr.
Do you want me on with?
That's
Yeah, stay on.
forum.lr.fm.
Okay.
We're back here at CopBlock Radio. This is Dio, the Demo, my man Derek over here. What's going on, Derek?
I'm good. I forgot to ask earlier in the show. Is everyone here safe? Have you been contacted by the government?
We totally forgot that's a signature question, too.
What?
Have you been contacted by the government? We always ask that question.
Demo.
Yes.
Well, we already heard about him. I haven't.
No, I haven't been contacted. I've been threatened.
How about you, Pete? Bulletproof, you guys been contacted by the government recently?
No, I have not, but Bulletproof apparently has.
He rats him out just like that. Like, this motherfucker right here.
I can't talk about it.
They told us not to release that song.
Yeah.
They said they don't want people to know that shit.
What?
Did you tell him tough
Yeah, they
titties?
said not to release the CopBlock anthem.
Who said that?
Oh,
The
now you
police?
I believe they're saying the police said that.
I was just starting.
I know, it's Start the Push. I'm just messing with you. I was going to roll with it.
He's over here on cloud 9, man. He's over here on cloud 9.
Yeah, I can smell it all the way over here.
I want to hear more from Jason about your arrest. You had more you want to share.
Yeah, so I went to court, and they met with my attorney and everything. He tells me that they offered me even before and talked to the and stuff. And they came at me with a plea, 90 days with 45 days suspended to do 45 days. Based on life.
That's bullshit.
I know. I said, for what? For doing what I'm allowed to do? You know, I mean, photography is a crime. I'm like, hell no. And so my attorney said, yeah, they really don't want to lose this case because if they do, then, they know what's going to happen. And plus not only that, but it gives everybody knowledge out there. Just don't have to ID themselves if they're not being suspicious of a crime.
Yeah, it's going to cost them a lot of money when they lose cases like this.
And then, so anyway, so we filed a motion to suppress evidence, which there really is no evidence again, but it does in there that they did violate my 4th and 5th Amendment rights,
Okay.
plus under the Constitution, plus Ohio Constitution law, they violated and stuff like that. So
Yeah, like
to go
that
back
exists anymore.
on May 20th, we go for the suppression hearing. Hopefully, sense that he will go ahead and motion to go through, but you know how the good old boy system goes. Well, we're having next Saturday.
Well, we'll be. Hey, Jason, we'll be out there on Saturday to show them how the CopBlock system works. Okay.
What's that?
I said we'll be out there on Saturday to show them how the CopBlock system works.
Yeah. it. We're going to put the cameras in their face. I'm filming the same traffic light again. That's another thing that I've been doing. I've been and I've been filming lights at every cop block we've been doing.
I'm looking forward to a Denny's Grand Slam breakfast.
Just don't get the skillet.
That's right. Not the skillet.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, we are definitely going to cop block the police in Austintown. We are meeting, I think, at the Denny's, right?
Yes, at the Denny's.
At the Denny's at 9 p.m. in Austintown, Ohio. Ohio.
I want to thank you for the call tonight. Glad everything's going well for you. And I want to bring on joining us via the CopBlock call and is 413-418-COPS. Otis, go ahead with your thoughts. Otis, going once.
Otis said, I'm out of here.
Oh, man.
Over there.
You're still here.
Back.
All right. Now he's over there.
9.
Is he back?
Oh.
Yeah, Otis.
Otis?
Oh.
Come with it, Otis.
All right. Well, we'll just put him back.
Put you back in the corner, Otis.
Sorry.
Did you guys happen to see the satire article that was posted about CopBlock today?
I did, yes.
No.
Anybody? No. The title is "Brawl at CopBlock Convention Ends with Dozens of Arrests." It was rather amusing.
Where was the CopBlock convention at, man? I missed that motherfucker.
Yeah. I didn't hear about that.
No, but
it's total fake article.
Yeah, it's
funny as shit though.
Blights and Sirens is the website, and it's a pretty funny article. But it says, police were called to the Minneapolis Convention Center last night after a large fight erupted during a convention of members of CopBlock, an activist group that calls for police accountability. Police say they made 29 arrests and spent 4 hours restoring peace to the facility. CopBlock spokesperson Blaine Marks said the sudden violence and infighting was unexpected and unfortunate. This is really hilarious. And we were all getting along just fine. Then during our meme sharing seminar, everything just exploded. The white supremacists started fighting the black supremacists. The communists started fighting the anarchists. The atheists started fighting the agonists. And the juggalos were fighting everyone. It was a giant mess. I got on the loudspeaker and tried to tell everyone that we all need to stay united against the system, but it didn't work. They need to look into some setting some standards for our organization.
They're fucking dying over there. I laughed out loud when I saw that too, man.
Even the juggalos were fighting everybody.
The juggalos are fighting everybody.
Yeah, that's so great.
Moses is sodomizing Jinx.
And so it goes on to say, self-described anarchist Kristen Rockefeller, who was at the convention, said in an up-talkity nihilist voice that she won't be back next year. So I had to unblock the cops from my iPhone and call them when this big military guy with a Guy Fawkes mask picked up my friend and was literally swinging him around unwillingly. He was just swinging him my other friend Lala Raza and trying to hit him. I was like, this is just chaos. Why isn't anyone stopping this? So it's a pretty funny piece, I think.
That's a great story.
It made me laugh out loud. Wow. That joke a little bit.
What's it called, Ademo? Blights and Stripes?
Blights and Sirens.
Blights and Sirens. Oh, that's
I'll put it on the website later tonight.
That's awesome. And that gave us some time to hopefully reconnect with our caller, Otis. Otis, are you back on the line?
I'm here. I can hear you, but I can barely hear the other people talking.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Thank you for that information. I'll see what I can do to correct that for you. In the meantime, go ahead with your thoughts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can hear you now.
Share what you want to say with the world.
Again, are you talking?
Open your mouth.
He is. He obviously can't hear
You, man. The government.
I believe
Speak your mind, Otis.
You gotta do government.
The government totally sucks, a motherfucker. The government totally sucks. And your thoughts?
Yeah,
I think Otis works for the government.
hey man,
Just say that shit on the commercial.
Yeah.
yeah, we had a when we went cop blocking in Indy, man. We had a fucking cop show up. Old shiesty motherfucker.
That cop did
Shiesty
show up.
motherfucker.
He hung out just long enough to take a picture with me and leave. That's about it, actually. I don't know who else he took a picture with, but that was like his main mission. Seemed like.
He had cop block credentials.
That's right. He had a press badge. And he's like, I got this a long time ago. And I was like, all right. Forgot to mention that to Kelly. That cops are using his press badges. If you're listening out there.
Hey man, I was looking for.
You're looking for the press
when we go
badges?
cop blocking.
Yeah. Nevada Cop Block, right? Sells the press badges. Nevada Cop Block go too if you want to get press badges.
I'm gonna get them on the store soon.
Is the badge sale still going on? Can you still get badges for $15?
Oh yeah.
Yes. We got some badges right around here somewhere.
Yes.
Your store manager Dio can get them. We just got a new batch of badges in. 100. Brand new.
Ooh.
Shiny badges. Shiny badges. Shiny badges. Should give one away. Dio.
You want to give one away?
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody calls in, I might get a free badge.
Let's see if somebody. Let's see if the fifth caller gets a free badge. What do you think?
Fifth caller, you should just go to the next one.
Oh come on, man, that's too easy.
Fine. The next one, if it's a girl.
I think we should just.
The next one that gives a
We
demo
pick a
call
caller.
over.
Don't do that.
All right, we'll put it out over Facebook. Hey, you can call in 413-418-COPS or Skype CopBlock Radio.
Yeah, I was gonna show the badge with them. This one was messed up, dude. Do you see these?
Hey, you can't give the messed up one away. Come on now.
Yeah, I know that one's jacked up.
It's gotta be a good one.
Now it ain't jacked up no more.
No, it ain't jacked
Hey,
up anymore.
caller from the 334.
What's your this one has 5?
Josh.
Hey, Josh. I'm Derek. Thanks for calling into CopBlock Radio. We're on a commercial break at the moment. If you can hang tight for about 6 minutes,
Take your paraphernalia, man.
we'll put you on the air. What did you want to talk
Sure.
about?
He wants to talk about the government totally sucks, a motherfucker. The government totally sucks.
What you want to talk about, Josh? Oh, and Josh is gone.
That might
I
be
think that
Josh
was-
Hotchkins, our contributor.
I hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, that was Otis.
You guys
Think it
have
was
all
out.
heard of Tenacious D, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not like crazy to y'all.
No.
Good.
that'd be crazy.
Oh man, Jack
I
Black
am
did
crazy.
rocks. He's a good artist and he's a good actor.
You know,
And the
speaking of
government totally
Jack
sucks.
Black, you know, I know we're on commercial now, and I don't know I mean, you know, we're doing the broadcast anyway, so I don't know if I just want to say thank you guys because, like, you know, Josh Hotchkins, one of our contributors, who's going to be that might have been him who was trying to call in. He wrote a piece about calling out the celebrities and saying, you know, hey, how about a little support over here, you know, and you guys are actually the first ones to reach back, so. I want to thank you for that, and I'm sure Josh thanks you for that. And I was hoping to maybe get him on at the same time and whatnot. So hopefully that's him and he calls back.
Yeah, I hope so. In the meantime, we do have some questions from the chat. Like, kind of, do you have any advice for a future cop blocker? Gear, what not to do?
Don't interfere.
That's a good tip.
Don't give him a reason to arrest you when all you're doing is filming. How about that?
That's a good tip. Oh, man. I don't even want to take future calls. This is from an unknown caller. Should I just have a policy of not accepting calls from unknown callers?
That's my policy.
Hey, man, answer it. Go ahead and answer it.
While we're on a commercial break.
These guys want to talk to him.
Caller, You're on CopBlock Radio.
Hello, this is Otis again. I can hear you a little bit better.
Oh, terrific. Hi, welcome.
I told you he was the government.
No, I am not government. I saw you guys. I am not.
Okay.
That was good.
Can you hear everybody now?
I'm starting to sound a little bit better. I think I got a better connection. Are you guys talking today, or what do you, or is it just something that your specific title?
Well, you can bring up any topic that you like, as long as it's related to the topic of police accountability.
Ah, okay. Oh, I got nothing on police accountability. I wanted to talk about the Hillary Clinton deleted files, but I guess that's something that you guys don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me at all.
Wrong show.
Oh, wrong show. Alrighty, guys. Talk to you later.
Yeah, have a good night.
You too.
What do you want to talk about?
Hillary Clinton or
Talk
some
about
shit?
Hillary Clinton, and I say no
Oh
thanks.
man, I
No
would have
fucking
loved
way.
to fucking have that conversation right there.
Anyway.
Yeah, moving on.
I don't think I could bear to hear
I
that.
was the government. Listen to him.
Fucking campaigners.
Yeah.
Hey man, they're using every media outlet they can.
Sound like you bad. Vicious, bro. That was all.
Did you guys ever see that movie Fanboys?
Bad boys or fanboys? No.
Fanboys, yeah.
No.
The one.
It was a. It
I
was.
seen the previews.
They were trying to get into the Star Wars compound, you know, and they had a comic book store, and they had a Star Trek phaser on display at the comic book store, and they said that they used to use that to flesh out the Trekkies and shit and make them leave the store and shit like that, you know. We got to come up with something, Derek, that's like where we could flesh out the jerk-offs and, you know, like, nah, wrong show, get out of here.
Yeah, good point.
Hey man, call back in an hour. Call back in an hour.
I don't ever want to talk about Hillary Clinton ever again for the rest of my life.
You know, come on now. You can only do so much bad shit before, you know. I mean, and it's all out in the open now, and it's like,
It sucks.
why would you even try to run for president? You let people die, you know what I mean? You let Americans
Man, we
die.
should run nobody for president.
None of the above.
Be a big campaign.
Rand
Nobody
Paul.
for president.
2016.
Everybody wears those job
I say we elect this bitch.
She's not for president.
I mean this lady.
Pistols and all.
Yeah, with the pistols and everything. Excuse my language.
I'd vote for her
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd vote twice.
with my wallet. Be like, dollar bills, y'all.
So, what will we know before we go back live?
Yeah, I think we're still on commercial.
Okay.
Yes, we got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes.
I'm watching that crazy video again of the cops running over that guy.
That shit is crazy, dude.
Want to see that again?
Sure.
See,
It was crazy. Here it is.
whoa, Ademo's big eyeball.
Huh?
Ademo's big eyeball.
I believe it. No, I mean the mushroom sticking in.
Do it. If you know how to do it, do it. If you know how to take it.
You got a prescription for that peyote, son?
Yeah, I got PTSD.
Hey, did you see Indianapolis started our
Police
first?
traumatic stress disorder.
Hey, we started our first cannabis church in Indianapolis since they started the RFRA law. And it's actually signed by the Secretary of the State. The first church of cannabis.
The what?
The first church of cannabis.
The first church of cannabis.
That's
Since the RFRA law got signed in.
Yeah.
Are you guys in the first church of
our way
cannabis
of
right now?
our way of praying is smoking.
Are
So,
you in the first church
that's
of
one-
cannabis right now?
Yeah, we've been praying all day.
Matter of fact, pray.
So what? Is this place like nearby? Can you go to it? Have you been to it?
It just got established about a month ago. They're still in the process of getting a building. They got a GoFundMe going, and the guy that runs it's legit. You know, he's one of the big contributors to marijuana. What is it? In marijuana prohibition, I guess you'd say.
His name's Bill Levin.
Yeah, Bill Levin. You might have heard of him.
Onion.com.
I think we're coming back, eh?
We're coming back.
Eli! How'd you do that earlier?
Here.
He said, boy, yeah, we here.
We're trying to sell 1 million singles of the CopBlock anthem.
Try to hit that.
And then we're going to donate 500,000.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Network.
CopBlock Network.
The CopBlock
Because
Network.
500,000 for us is plenty to get us wrong.
I think we can work with that too.
Yeah.
Man.
Buy a lot of video cameras.
You know what? We should invest. We should find out which county.
We're still
has
connected.
the
That means he can come back in, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know if we're back or not, but
Facebook.
CopBlock Radio. Here
We're
we are.
having some technical
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
We lost Derek.
We lost Derek, and he does all the stuff, so I don't know.
Maybe he's ad-libbing.
government got.
See, you can't sing the government totally sucks, motherfucker. The government totally
They
sucks.
shut you up when you sing this shit. I don't care.
Yeah, I told you.
Derek's back. All right, here we go.
You gotta get people
Come on, Derek.
Hey.
Here we go. Hey.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, rock on. I was just riffing a little bit on LRN.FM. I was still connected over there, and it's good to get connected with you guys here on YouTube. So, welcome.
Awesome. We didn't know who was running what, so we were jamming and
and we just kept on going like it was came back.
You were. You're back. You're live. The show will continue as one chunk segment of video. So, what's going on?
Nice.
Well, he was just telling us about how they hope to push and launch and make the anthem a huge hit, and that they would be willing to contribute to the CopBlock Network, and it's appreciative, and we look forward to. I've been using the track for little snippets and videos, and I like the beat, and hopefully not only the song but more cop blocking and the message that badges don't spread or grant extra rights continues to grow.
During the break, I was just checking out that video that we were watching of that guy getting struck, and I didn't realize that it includes video from the actual dash cam of the car that struck him. So far, up to this point, I've only seen video from like a third angle, another perspective of the actual encounter. But have you guys the dash cam video of the guy who actually hits him?
Yeah, they have the both angles. The one that I saw, it started off with the one that hit him, his camera, and then it went into the one that was that he went around to hit him.
Yeah. Well, I want to give our viewers a chance to take a look. If they haven't seen it yet, here it is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Extremely graphic video.
Christ, man down.
Yeah, because you put him down. And, you know, he wasn't even in the road. It's the craziest thing to me about that video.
Like I said, I actually, when I saw that the first time I saw that, I thought he pinned him between the wall and the car. I thought he cut him in half.
Was that his goal, you think? I mean, what the hell was he thinking?
I don't know. I don't know. It sure as hell looked like that's what he was trying to do.
Well, I know that's not how we should treat suicidal people, because that was that whole situation. Is he was suicidal? That was the purpose of the gun. But
yeah, people did say that he had a gun, and it is a good point. But you do mention that he is suicidal. You know, I like to highlight that this is just another point where like cops are all acting like, you know, a judge, jury, executioner all at once, and so there's definitely other means that they probably could have taken. And, you know, cops claim to be so brave and courageous. Well, they took the easy way out of this, you know, problem.
It certainly shows a lack of training in dealing with mentally disabled people, that's for sure.
Hey, a questioner from the chat room asks, what type of gear you recommend for a future cop blocker?
What was that?
What gear do you recommend people who would like to record the police?
Well, if you have a smartphone, I highly recommend. Well, that's a great start because then you have smartphones today. You have the ability, stills, videos, and most importantly to me, live streaming. And Bamboozer is my favorite. But you can go to copblock.org/apps and see a list of several apps that exist for not only filming but recording just audio or phone calls. But so a smartphone is a good start, at least like a handheld camera. You can get like a Sony or something, for $200 brand new at Best Buy or any, Walmart, or you can probably at a secondhand shop for $50 to $100 get, a standard camera that can hold a decent SD card, and for $100, $200 you can be ready to roll. Again, it's nice to have the smartphone with a live streaming capability. That got me out of jail 4 days early last weekend. So.
I was gonna say I was just at the protest downtown in Cleveland yesterday, and having this iPhone 6, this is like the newest piece of technology that I've ever, like most state of the art thing I've ever had. Like this is like something that just came out and I got it. Like
deal went from like 1985 to 2015.
Basically, yeah. So like I learned yesterday how to use Bamboozer because. Like, I didn't know. It was looking like it might have got a little hairy there for a little bit, so I just wanted to make sure to protect everybody there. So, I started using Bamboozer yesterday. I learned how to do it like 10 minutes before I went, and it's easy. It's great.
Even a Dio can do it.
For real. I mean, like,
Bamboozer,
Greater Cleveland CopBlock. Go check out the video that I shot. It's pretty good.
Yeah, essentially what Bamboozer does in a nutshell is it will stream the video to the internet so that people can view it live, and or like in my case, I was arrested. People could see why I was arrested, and act accordingly to whatever their individual desire was. Luckily for me, at least about 7,000 people watched that video. A number of them called, and ultimately that led to my release.
Well, because otherwise his phone would have been in evidence, and we wouldn't have got to see that video until after he gets out.
Or at least in my property, right?
Yeah,
It would have been unviewable.
Either way, it's unviewable. So Bamboozer definitely gives you something that's viewable instantly.
Now, if you want to get real crazy and you want to really film the police, you get the rig like Dio and I got. It's the Canon T2i.
If you got some money, buy some Canon cameras, because Canon knows how to make a camera. I'll tell you that. They make a great camera. The EOS series, the Rebel series, they're all. I mean, like my mother used to have Canon cameras back in the day. They were good back then. They're good today.
Yeah, I got like a steady GoPro and a shotgun mic, a Rode shotgun mic, and another lapel mic that we even haven't got really to break out just yet. But
I have my sunglasses camera too that I have as a backup that is kind of covert too.
But again, it doesn't take much, and if something was just as simple as a phone, like you're pretty protected, especially for those oh shit moments.
Mm-hmm. And for the real cheapskates, there's like a $10 little clip-on camera that you can get on eBay. So, it's up to how much you want to spend, really.
I like those the camera glasses myself.
Oh yeah, you want to see them?
Yeah, he's got those. Are pretty cool too. They're not very they're inconspicuous, and they take pretty good video. I was pretty impressed with them. I know when these first came out a few years ago, they were pretty shoddy, but they're getting better.
Yeah, he sent me a picture he took, and it was like literally crystal clear.
And
so when it's recording, are there any lights flashing?
You can see the camera in the center, right in the center. Wherever you look, that's what you're filming.
Looks awesome.
Get us to those ones, Dave. Most of it.
Yeah, these ones are.
I mean, from the pictures you sent me, it looked like 1080.
A company by this is iCam is who makes these, but there's other brands too. Again, it depends on how much you want to spend.
How much was
When
it?
you're in the camera game, it all depends on how much you got to spend.
But you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I remember when Pete and I did like Motorhome Diaries and
Choose your phone.
Liberty on tour with like $200 cameras, But 2 years in, we had a couple of them, but You can shoot some pretty good stuff on some standard cameras.
All right. Well, that should get you started in gear for cop blocking. I want to hear the answer to the next question in the chat room. What does Ademo look for in a future ex-wife?
Seriously?
This is Cop Block Radio, 413-418 cops.
That's a true question. That's hilarious.
Is that a real question, Derek?
They did that.
Derek's just
Yeah.
He's killing those guys.
There's seriously, there's someone in the chat room called Ademo's ex-wife.
Oh my god.
She says, I was a stripper and asked Ademo if he wanted to dance, and he said no, but wanted to know how much on stage. What?
How much what?
How much for her to cry on stage?
So true.
Sick. Ademo is the reason I'm one daddy issue away from being a porn star.
Hey, Derek. Derek. Derek.
What?
We got Josh is trying to get in.
Oh yeah, let me invite him.
Immaculus Von Norton.
Yeah. I invited him already.
Okay.
What's up? What's up?
Does he need more?
Hey, what's up, man?
I have no clue where this shit came from.
Oh man.
I like this guy's background.
Yeah, I like that.
When I first seen it, I thought it was like.
Yeah, Demo, your background rocks too.
I like that.
Theo keeps me in his basement.
It reminds me of some movie I seen.
Yeah, speaking of you guys' camera angle, can you tilt a little bit so we're getting less of the ceiling and more of
I
you?
said that already.
I don't know how I can do it without fucking it up, man. I had it. It took me a while to get that set up the way it was.
Dio, is that your house?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to send you some BBTF posters to hang back there.
That sounds good to me.
All right.
Now Dio's not in the shot. Hey, Dio.
Oh, so, all right. The demo show. Cool.
We got speakers for y'all to slap on the back of cop cars too.
Yeah.
I mean, if we gonna take that kind of heat, we might as well take that kind of heat.
We have a caller from the 8 area code. The 808.
Straight Razor out of Texas.
Hey, I thought it might. How you doing tonight?
Hold on, this is Straight Razor again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Straight Razor with
We're gonna call him Straight Blazer.
Straight Blazer.
Straight Blazer.
Gotta wait for weed to become legal.
You gotta be smoking weed to call and play this gig every week.
That's true.
Fire away, Straight Blazer.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. We'll have Straight Razor hold his thoughts until because we're coming back in like a minute, right? So.
Oh, damn! I thought we were going.
No, we'll let it out for. Plus, I'm getting other. The people in the chat room are crazy. Not already signed into the chat room, and you want to.
Is my ex-wife still in there?
CopBlock.org/show, and yeah, your ex-wife is in the chat room, Ademo. Telling all your secrets.
Hey, I don't even have an ex-wife, but I do have an ex-husband.
There's someone saying this is you guys are in the basement where they filmed Silence of the Lambs.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
You just don't know about it yet.
What's that, Straight Racer?
All your stuff's being cut in half at home right now.
Oh gosh. Well, hey, we're coming back. Yeah, it's my movie. VictimlessCrimeFree.com. Go to that.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become a buyer at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
We're back here, CopBlock Radio, live Wednesday nights. Bulletproof the Fool. How's it going, fellas?
Yo.
Good.
Bulletproof and Pete. Fool could make it.
Yeah, Fool
You're
is
all the same unit as far as I'm concerned, okay?
You're handling business.
all of you guys are just the same unit.
Hey, you know what? That's not the unit is hashtag BPTF.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But the group is Bulletproof and the Fool, and Fool is nice. So you call us whatever you want to call us, fuck it, you know. But it's cool, you know. But they not, you know, I just gotta show my brother some love because he ain't here and shit. And I think it's like his birthday or some shit.
Why don't you tell us where you're gonna be playing again?
Oh, okay, at the Emerson Theater, the place that's officially CopBlocked. That's May 8th. And then we got May 15th with Tech 9. We got May 28th with E40. Tech 9's in Indianapolis at the Mirage. E40's in Kokomo at Center Stage. And then we got June 7th with Twisted. And then that's back at the Emerson as well, which is CopBlocked. And then we might as well say Kokomo's CopBlocked-ish too. But
close.
Yeah, the security guards are assholes. But you might get some footage with that, but you're just gonna get a lawsuit out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be more than what it's worth. So you don't want to just mess with them because they're just a bunch of assholes anyways, and that's the way the security is there. I got love for my boy Steve, though, the owner. I love you, man. But what I'm saying is E40 is May 28th, and then June 7th is Twisted, back at the Emerson, and then we got June 20th with Lil Boozy, back in Kokomo at Center Stage, and then later on in July we will be in Ohio at the Gathering at the Juggalos.
And the Juggalos will be fighting everybody.
Everybody.
In Thornville, Ohio.
Bring your umbrellas, damn it.
Thorntown, Ohio. I think they have a gas station.
They might. Down the road.
Hey, in the chat room wants to know who on the show has done time in jail. I've done 64 days. How many for you, Ademo?
I'm pointing at you.
In a row or all together?
Together.
I don't even know, man. Like over 300, over a year.
Can you ballpark it?
Well, I know I've done 290 days, you know, like a 20-day, 16-day, 4 days, a bunch of 1 day. So maybe just under a year, probably between 2 and 300, you know.
And I don't freaking know. Little hair, you know.
Fucking felonious lifestyle.
I have 2 felonies.
Only.
Ditto.
Yeah, well, I used to have 5, but they took
fail every time.
I used to have 5, and they took 3 away. They took 3 back. I couldn't believe it.
None.
So I see Dio has a love child.
Why not? Who's my love child?
In the chat room, Dio's got a love child. It says
man.
Dio's love child. Ask my dad, Dio, why he doesn't love me. Dio, why don't you love your love child?
I love everybody. I don't know what the problem here is. Crazy.
Why does my dad Dio cook naked when my friends are over? This guy's funny. That's probably also my ex-wife. Dio's love child is my ex-wife.
Why does Dio cook naked when my friends are over?
This is probably
because it's hot. You gotta cook naked when it's hot, man. You can't just go working over a hot stove and all clothed and shit.
Hey, we can't forget we've got a special caller on the line from the 808 area code.
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring on Straight Blazer.
Oh.
How you blazing tonight?
Fairly special, but zero days in jail. Sorry.
0 days in jail. That's good. Stay. I wish I had. It's way better that way. I feel like for me. It's the whole point.
Hey, Straight Razor. Straight Razor.
Oh, yes, sir.
You there?
Yes, just
I'm
ask
here.
your question.
I'm having trouble hearing the. Unfortunately.
You're the lucky caller who wins the CopBlock badge. Let us get.
You've won a CopBlock badge straight. How do you feel?
Feel about what?
You've won a CopBlock badge. You're the lucky caller who won a CopBlock badge.
Oh, yeah?
Where do I send it?
Officer with a CopBlock badge?
Yeah.
Text me and let me know where to send it.
Yes. Somehow, like you know how to text the number. You just text the CopBlock number, and we can get text.
Cool.
You can tell us where to send that.
All right.
Now you have 2 badges.
I have to send a blue with it on my uniform.
Yeah, I wonder what that's going to look like, a cop with 2 badges.
Maybe we could get it to Matt. What's your badge name?
Maybe more people just stack them on the uniform.
Yeah.
Put them in areas.
Yeah, the badges. You want to wear them all. You want to collect a.
What's your
Absolutely.
What's your badge number?
I tried to call in last week about the officer in South Carolina.
Oh God.
Of course, then we've had this deal going on in Arizona. For the officer in South Carolina, I would seriously think they should consider, premeditated.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I say that it's premeditated is hopefully none of you have ever had to save your life. And I hope that nobody ever has to, but unfortunately, reality dictates that some may. If you watch that video, if in your mind you get in a shooting stall, it would look like that police officer was shooting a drill. Now, that is nothing like shooting to save your life. If you see any of the videos, someone was actually in danger and firing, and listen to how those shots ring out and how they draw their weapon and what their body posture is. Difference.
Yeah.
So I would say not only did that officer feel in danger of his life, but he had already decided that he was going to kill that individual long before anything happened.
That's interesting to hear. I would think the same thing after seeing the video, but to hear it played out, it's pretty surreal.
Well,
I hear music.
If you look at the way the officer comes up into a two-handed grip, and then just how consistent the shots are.
Can you stay with us? We got to go on break, Straight Razor. Can you stay with us?
Yeah, there's no emergency, feeling of emergency in that.
Yeah.
Okay, stay with us. We're going to break.
Time to watch the video, and CopBlock Radio return.
Who did you let down today?
Yeah, that is some crazy video. An interesting point about his. I didn't really consider that it'd be different if he were in a situation where he feared for his life versus he's on the attack.
Generally, when you fear for your life, you are aggressing while at the same time retreating. So anytime that I've been in a situation threatened,
I'm gonna bounce.
defending myself, but at the same time myself trying to get out of that situation as defending myself. And there's a number of reasons, obviously. But if you saw the way that he fired, he drew, stepped into a shooting position, and fired consistent shots, just like you would do at a range.
Right.
Do we have Josh joining us now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, great. Hey, Josh,
Hello.
how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good. Meet Bulletproof and the Fool. And Pete and Keith.
Pete and Bulletproof.
There you go.
Pete and Bulletproof.
You wanted us to find people to reach out to you? There you go. You're welcome.
Where you were to Or your ticket to the younger crowd.
Hell yeah, man. Tell Tech
Yeah.
9. Tell Tech 9 to get in touch too.
Like with me and Damo, we're talking. The goal is to get Tech in a CopBlock hoodie.
Hell yeah.
So
Tell me,
we're gonna do our
just tell
best.
me, just tell me his size. Just tell me his size and where to send it. That's all I need to know.
Oh yeah.
Probably a 3X. Where you looking?
Nah, we'll find out though.
For sure, for sure. Well, you guys want to bounce, or I mean, it's up to you.
What time's the show over?
Midnight.
Got another half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just keep going.
Okay.
Y'all trying to kick this out?
I mean, if you
No,
got
no,
somebody
no, 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 no. Everything else can be on hold. I just didn't know what you wanted to do or not, so it's cool.
No, hold.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're here. We're here till the end.
Sounds good to me.
Here to show with y'all.
Yeah, we can talk about that article and stuff. That's cool.
We got some more shit to smoke.
They gotta find a way to pass it through the phone, though.
Huh?
I said they gotta find a way to pass it through the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I think I realized what my issue is. My download speeds here, my connection is pitiful. So, I don't know quite why, except reboot would fix it. Minute left in the break, but maybe on the next break I'll just disconnect from you guys completely.
Okay.
And
On your next break, like restart it, right when we go to break. Was they give you like 2 or 3 minutes?
yeah, not that it'll make a huge difference, but you know, if we can make it sound a little better,
sure,
to do that. So, a video of the South Carolina or the North Charleston, South Carolina incident. We want to come back with that.
Okay.
Maybe you'll lead us in, Dio, and introduce.
Okay.
Cool.
Welcome to the Dio show.
Hey, he's gone. He's gone. What am I gonna do now?
Damn, Ademo dipped out. Couldn't even say bye. Yeah.
How that?
Yeah.
How
You
that?
got work to do. You know how you do.
Celebrity Radio Network on the air in your visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how. Broadcast.lrn.fm.
And we're back here, CopBlock Radio, live. We got Pete and Bulletproof and Josh, our contributor for the week, who we got cut off last week, so we got him back on so he could talk about a couple of things he's been writing. One article in particular I want to talk about is the one he was writing about calling out the celebrities. Here's some celebrities to call out to, so they reach back and they have a goal that they want to share with you, Josh. They want to tell Josh what you were telling me with us before, what you were planning on doing with your with the million hits with the single and stuff.
Oh, I really don't want to put a number out there, but yeah, it'd be nice to hit 1 million. But anything that we basically, whatever we make off the single, and we're also releasing a CopBlock BPTF T-shirt. Half of the money that we sell off the single and the T-shirts are going to be donated to the network or CopBlock.org. You know, for whatever site maintenance and upgrades, whatever. It's it's not just us. We're trying to help everybody else.
So how do you like that, Josh? Write a
Oh,
little
that's-
article, and next thing you know, here you are.
Hey, it's great, man. That's why we reach out to everybody, because you never know who's going to come and help us out here.
Hey, when you guys, I want Larry Flint. So you guys got to do a concert. When you guys do a concert, I want to have Larry Flint come out there, which isn't shit.
I don't have a contact for Larry Flint.
Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Maybe in a couple of years I'll have
Maybe
something.
Ron Jeremy. That's more.
There you go. There's another one.
Jeremy.
There's another one. There's another one.
To endorse it.
I bet. Like, what's it called? CopBlock? Oh,
The CopBlock porno, huh?
Yeah, oh man.
That's not a bad idea.
We will make the soundtrack. We'll make the soundtrack.
He's so
I
crazy.
mean, we got an artist in Indianapolis, Big J. Man, he's real big into filming the police. Man, his YouTube's full of police videos. So I know he'd be down to contribute to the cause.
Yeah. If you look him up, thing is he kind of can't do too much, you know. So
yeah, do the paperwork.
Yeah.
So anything in the state though, he can do.
Yeah, he got us here.
Hey man, everybody's got a talent that somehow can contribute to what we're doing here. You know, like everybody's got something that can help out, man, and that's just all across the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we're gonna do the it's called the anthem. It's basically the CopBlock theme song. We've got a special version we're releasing for the single, and then on our next full-length album, there's gonna be another version with a second verse from Bulletproof, a totally different verse. So there'll be 2 different versions floating around out there. So
cool. Sounds like we got another caller, Derek.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to lose Straight Razor to take him. Sorry, Straight Razor. We'll see you later.
Get his information so we can send him his badge.
We'll get the details. Here, let's try and take the call from these. Go ahead. Always risky to take one call in favor of another because you might connect.
Yeah.
Or no robotics.
That's all right. While we're getting connected, go on, Josh.
I'm still here.
Go on.
Go on. Okay. Well.
What have you wrote for me lately?
Oh well. Let's see. I think the big article I had this week was probably the Christianity and the Police State one. And I talked a lot about how a lot of the criticisms you see of places like CopBlock and stuff on the internet come from a sort of pseudo-conservative people who hide behind a sort of false religiosity. You know, they claim Christianity and whatnot, but at the same time, you know, the state itself and the activities of the state and the activities of the police are not at all in line with, you know, the overreaching Christian belief
guns
system.
while toting Bibles.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with religion, you know, and I've seen religion done right. There's a lot of great, you know, the JesusRadicals.com, a lot of great groups out there explain how Christianity and anti-statism fits together, and how we can be critical of cops and the military and other state institutions while remaining sort of more consistent with their Christian values, which is what the article was really about, was the call for consistency.
Right.
It's kind of what I try to reach in a lot of my articles. You know, I did that scientism thing a few weeks back and stuff, and I think it's interesting to explore people's ideas and their thought processes and worldviews, and sort of use those to appeal to them, to show them that there's not really any ideology or belief system that really supports what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, I run into people all the time, you know, and it's all that status talk and stuff, and it's very hard to understand how that you could still hold those beliefs, knowing everything you know up till this point, you know.
Yeah, you know, it's. I guess you have to remember. Sometimes I forget what it was like before.
Right.
Before I realized all of that, you know, and
right.
A great thing about living is you get a chance to constantly, you know, reevaluate what you think and believe in the world around you, and change. And I think that's what's important for people to do, because to force you to believe is to continue evolving, and by doing so, stay consistent. You know, and staying away from the hypocrisy.
Yeah, for sure. So what else you got on deck? You got something juicy coming out, or anything that you want to preview or something? Just give us a little give us a little kiss.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance to look at the schedule, but I got one coming out about Kid Rock being involved in a pay-to-play policing incident up in Michigan. Apparently, the Oakland Police Department outside of Detroit has a lot of high-profile people who both donate and who are on the reserve officer list. However, a lot of the information behind the donations and the reserve officer list are not really given to the public. So there's concerns that there's a lot of pay-to-pay policing going on up there, which is something we've seen recently. Besides that, I have an article coming out about a woman in L.A. who was out of her apartment for one reason or another, and the LAPD decided to come through her building looking for a burglary suspect, and they entered her apartment while she wasn't there. She gets home and finds, her cat's, injured and has bite marks, and she takes it to the vet, and the vet says it's consistent with a dog bite, but the LAPD refuses to admit that the canine unit that they had in her apartment bit the cat. So it was apparently a werewolf or a chupacabra or something more mystical than the obvious.
Hey, a unicorn!
Yeah. Stabbed it twice, just like teeth.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. So tell us a little bit about yourself. We didn't really get too much to find out about, the writer behind the articles. So how did you get, how did your journey get you here?
Well, I've myself have been pretty anti-statist since I was I was reading about the Haymarket Affair and stuff in 9th grade, and kind of solidified a lot of my early anarchist ideas, and have been critical of the state since. My father and uncles were not that much older. They were had kids pretty young, and they were kind of troubled themselves. So I immediately ran into police from the time I was a teenager, who knew my name and kind of harassed me, and I guess
we
I
all
kind
been
of dealt
there.
with it. Yeah. So I've dealt with police all my life. About 5 years ago, I had a pretty big incident where I was heading home from a party on my bicycle, and drinking, and had a wreck. No big deal, but some cop showed up, and he ended up kind of beating on me and stuff, and the next thing I knew, I was in jail for assaulting an officer, and that's when I really became a little bit more irate and awoken to the problem and how huge it was, and how in just the blink of a moment, even making the right choice in your life can land you in a situation that you're never going to get out of. With assaulting an officer charge, there's a lot of paths in life I can't take. So Fortunately, it led me down a path that led to me being here at CopBlock. So in the end, it's been a blessing.
For sure.
So fuck you, cops.
And we're glad to have you writing for us, because you write some quality shit. So I'm glad to see the stuff you put out. It's really interesting stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, writing is my passion. I have my own website, advancedape.com. I do a lot of different kind of stuff there. I write for I have another website, scientismcentral.com. And, I've just been writing for years, so it's nice to be able to take two of those passions and be here with you guys.
Yeah, it's great to have you, too. Like I said, welcome aboard, and keep up the good work, because it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, thanks, Dio.
Yep. You got anything else you want to share with us, or?
Nothing specifically. Any questions you have for me, or
no, I think we covered all we needed to cover.
All right. Well, it was great talking with you guys. Thanks for having me on the show tonight.
I appreciate you writing that article too. By the way, I just found out it was you that wrote that. I thought it was Ademo the whole time that wrote the article.
He can't do them all.
Yeah. Oh, hey, thanks, man. You're welcome. It's a joy and pleasure. All the work I do there, I really love it. So, and it's great to have you guys, here helping us out, and it's just great to have such a huge network of support in a really important issue right now.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
I think we lost Derek, but I think we're gonna be coming close to going on break pretty soon. But of course, you guys are welcome to stay with us. So.
All right. Well, I'll be hanging out. So if I need to slip in the background, I can. If not,
we'll be right back on CopBlock Radio if we're at the break yet. I'm not even sure, because I can't tell because Derek's not on here. So we've either just been talking to ourselves. We've either just been talking to ourselves for 5 minutes, or I don't know.
taking over.
We might be live right now.
We might be that too. You never know, right? Shit.
Show must go on.
It all started with like this. You know, it was like this bright light. Okay?
Hold my beer. He's back.
He's back.
It does exist.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Did we hit break or? Are we on break right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Did I bring us out on time or what?
Yes, you did. You did a great job.
Okay. Without seeing you, I can't tell what the hell's going on, you know.
Yeah, I know. I've got us linked in with the radio network. We're coming back in 45 seconds, and the connection should be good for the rest of the show. So we've got another 10-minute segment coming up, and we will wrap it up here.
You wanna read the rest of your friend the policeman story real quick?
No. I'll bring the up.
We promised our listeners that
Yeah,
you
you're
would
right.
finish it this week, man. You can't be like denying them what they're waiting for. That your secret boyfriend in the chat room is probably waiting for you to read the rest of the story.
Ah, shit.
I do have my boyfriend in the chat room.
He is. He wants to know if you'll rub his back when you get home.
Yeah, Derek's secret boyfriend. Look at that. He's in there. That's legit.
I told you.
Oh, shit. That's fucked up, man.
Think I'm bullshitting.
Just leave the llamas alone.
Ding dong, ding dong. It's time for the School of Ding Dong. Here we are
Ding
at
dong.
CopBlock Radio, and I've got a very special book to read to you, children. The book is called Your Friend, the Policeman. You know this is a good book because it is endorsed by the Ding Dong School. And I started reading this last week. Excuse me. It's written in 1952 by this lovely party animal.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So we started this off last week. We learned about, what's his name, like Billy. Billy likes to talk to all the police officers, and they're his friends. So, you know, let's wrap up this story here. We've got, he's just walked down the street and said hello to the policeman. He crossed the street and waved. Now he's thinking about the uniform. Do you seriously want me to read this, Dio?
I absolutely do.
Man, you got me interested now.
See?
I never heard about Billy.
You're going to have to go back, though, to last week's show so you can catch the first half.
It's Peter.
Oh.
I'm sorry, his name is Peter. As if the entendres weren't enough. Here comes Peter crossed the street to the other side and walked along the sidewalk looking at the stores, but he didn't say hello to anyone because he was thinking about his friend, the policeman. Oh, interesting.
Something happened. What the fuck?
Can everybody see the pictures, boys and girls?
Yeah, can everybody see? He thought about all the wonderful things the policeman had. A whistle, a uniform, a badge. Don't forget a
You know, I seen this on Sesame Street.
How to get to Sesame Street.
I'm going to skip a few pages, and we're going to go right to the end.
Franklin or some shit. I don't know.
Everybody press
We didn't
1.
show.
When you're ready to turn the page, press 1.
Yeah. Then Peter heard the policeman's whistle, and there he was, out into the street and holding up with his hands so the cars would stop. But he looked so different. He had a raincoat on. A big, black, shiny raincoat. The policeman came over and took Peter by the hand and said, and they walked across the street together. There on the other side was Peter's mother. See him holding Peter? The rain didn't feel cold anymore. Goodbye, Mr. Policeman, said Peter, and thank you very much. His mother said, "I finished all my shopping. Let's go home and change clothes." All the way home, Peter thought about his friend, the policeman. When Peter and his mother got home, he asked, "Mother, where does the policeman keep his raincoat when it isn't?"
And Mommy?
"I don't know," said his mother. "Why don't you ask the next time you see your friend, the policeman?"
I told you not to go messing around with that guy. Now walk it off.
Nothing creepy about that story. I think it's pretty weird. Yeah, he can't stop thinking about his friend, the policeman.
It's not as good as Dick and Jane at the TSA, but.
Can I tell a little bit of my story today?
Please do. Please do.
I was in court today.
Yes, I wanted to hear this.
I went early this morning, and I had it on my calendar for about the past month or whatever, that April 15th I've got court, better go in, and it's actually the next 3 days I've got court, so I've been, like, preparing, I'm all ready, I got all dressed up, I laid out my clothes ahead of time. So I go in after a nice breakfast at the college, and I got a parking ticket on the way to court, that was nice. And once I walk in, I'm looking, I'm not seeing the guy who I'm supposed to see, the guy who's on trial. I'm like, uh-oh, let me go double-check the docket. I'm not on the docket. This is not on it. I messed up somehow. So I see the hey, Gene, sorry to bother you. I'm here for court today, but I'm gathering that it was, did it pass already? What happened? He said, yeah, that was the 13th. That was Monday. You missed it. You weren't here. You didn't show up. And I was like, I was a little bit afraid. Like, I asked her, am I in trouble? like I'm asking a teacher or something, you know, like am I bad now? I mean, and, she was like, well, I could have had you arrested, but I didn't.
Oh.
See that it was an honest mistake, and I apologized for leaving her hanging. I didn't mean to, you know. It's this whole subpoena thing. They've served me, I don't know what, 2-3 times. I've got court 4 times in the next 2 weeks. So I'm sick of seeing the cops. I'm sick of going to court. And, yeah, the government has contacted me this week many times. And tomorrow I'll go in at 10 a.m. and fight 2 traffic tickets. And I already spoke with the prosecutor. He said he's not going to drop them. So I'm going to see what happens if I don't speak. Have any thoughts about what might happen? Will I be held in contempt, or do I have to speak? Am I going to be compelled? Like, Derek, you must say words. What if I don't say anything?
I think if you... I think what's going to happen probably is that if you don't say anything, you're just going to be assumed guilty and assessed a fine.
All right, fine.
You know.
You know what the fine is if I'm found guilty?
What?
$5.
Yeah.
$5. Wow.
Bring it in pennies, man.
Should I?
Bring it in pennies.
Yeah.
First, ask them if they take PayPal.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. You take Bitcoin?
I can't
actually. You know what? You get caught on that one because that's New Hampshire. They may just very well take Bitcoin, so you might get caught on that.
Isn't it like a federal law? You can't refuse
money. Yeah.
American money or whatever?
You can't refuse legal tender.
Yeah,
legal tender.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a tender.
And I think pennies are considered a legal tender.
They most certainly are. They say, "In God we trust," in the United States government on it, so they are. 500
pennies. Drop it.
I think I caused them enough trouble by having the trial in the first place. I mean, this week they're trying to raise they're trying to make it more expensive to park. Like a quarter doesn't get you as much time on a meter. Also, they're trying to double the fines. So instead of $5, it would be like 10 or 20.
Yo, I had one that I had to pay that was like $250, and I brought $250 worth of pennies up there with me. And then they turned around and told me that I didn't know anything.
Maybe I should have pennies and a $5 bill just in case. Maybe.
Let me tell you something.
Bring the pennies.
$250 worth of pennies takes more than one fucking guy to carry, all right?
Damn. That's a strong man. Was that all you know?
I had 4 bags, and my stepson had 4 bags.
Those are fierce words.
Yeah, they were heavy. It was heavy as hell. I really got to work out that day.
Then you had to carry him back to the car.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? I was laughing all the way back to the bank.
The other trial that I'll be involved in this week is for a friend of mine, Joe Jarvis. He's an activist who's taking on a speeding ticket that he got here in New Hampshire. And one of the things I like about recording in courtrooms in New Hampshire is that it's so easy. Like, none of them give you any problems. I record a place. They're all like, oh, we need CID, or you need to prove your media, or you need to fill out this form and get it signed by the judge before you can come in here. New Hampshire, you just walk in with a camera and ask any questions. You can film it like it's Judge Judy.
That's good,
Pronounce
man.
Pronounce your CopBlock media pass. There you go. Official.
Yeah, you could. You out your own badge. That tends to work like a Jedi mind trick. A lot of bailiffs and stuff, they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, are you with the media? And it's like, yeah, I've got this little piece of printed out at home and laminated. Here, see, I'm with the media. And they're like, oh, sorry, we didn't know.
See, it says media.
Well, you know now, motherfucker.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's official. It looks like a badge. I'll trust it. I mean, that,
I can go anywhere.
pretty stupid. Nice tip. If you want a little more freedom, make yourself a press badge. You can get into more places.
Man, and the press badge ain't even shiny. What the hell?
Nah, the key is just looking important. You just gotta walk around like you own the motherfucker. And just move.
That is the key. Attitude and confidence. Well, I hope we've inspired some of your attitude and confidence this evening. This will do it for this edition of CopBlock. We've been live April 15th on a special tax day episode with
which I owe Uncle Sam some money.
Pete and Keith, Bulletproof and the Fool, and DL. We were joined by Ademo in the first hour. Check out more at CopBlock.org, and you can catch this show every week 10 to midnight Eastern at CopBlock.org/show.
Thanks, guys.
Gear at CopBlock.org/store. Peace.
BPTF.net.
Yeah.
For having us on the show, by the way, y'all. We appreciate, what y'all do, by the way.
Yes.
Because, while people sitting here, they're looking at these screens, I just gotta say, they're sitting here looking at these screens and shit, it ain't all here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have people that's really out there filming the police that is kind of putting their lives in danger, too, when you look at the aspect of it. And what y'all do is just the right kind of movement that, the world needs at this time. So that's another reason why we back y'all.
I go to protests often in Cleveland, and one of the sentiments that they often say is that we are the ones we've been waiting for.
Yeah,
exactly.
I believe it.